Hello. It has been a while. I'm so sorry. So as you know, I had Nerdmas at the beginning of December, and now I'm finally working on the extra videos. I did some video recording there, but not a whole lot because I was busy, so I wasn't able to. So here's the video now. Thanks for waiting. I appreciate it. Okay, here's what my skeleton of the table looks like. I only had a couple of products with me, but there's what it looks like so far, and I'll have to show you the finished one tomorrow. We're all done packing up. This is what I have left. The possums didn't do so well. We still have a lot of them left, and we still have a lot of rats. So maybe I'll do an online sale. Maybe. We'll see. Basically, Nerdmas was a small event. It's only its second year. It's a nerdy craft show. And let me tell you, for it being its second year, it was amazing. We had a lot of people come through. They had about, what they say, over 800 people come through, which that's a lot for like a second year event. They advertised it, chef's kiss perfectly. They advertised it online, they advertised it on the radio and the news, you know, all that stuff. They did very well with that. Hopefully next year it'll be even bigger. They are planning on like making it a bigger event. So we'll see how that goes. I definitely want to go again next year because it was just, the energy there was amazing. There's just so many nerds there. It made me so happy. It was just, loved it. Loved it. So basically it was an 8-hour event. It was a 1-day, 8-hour event. It was on a Saturday. And we started at, I believe it was 10, and it went to 6. So it was kind of a long day, but it was fun. So, you know, that day it didn't really matter. It was busy, constant people there talking to people. I got to talk to a couple of the people that were around me. There was actually another crocheter straight across from me, but they used the plush yarn, and since I use mostly the acrylic, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a variety between us. Plus, they had really cute stuff. They had like these cows that were just so cute. I wish I got some more recordings of like all the other vendors, but I never got time. I only got to walk around like one time, and I didn't get a recording of anybody's stuff because I'm like, what can I buy myself? I didn't buy much, which is kind of sad. Actually, I did buy some Christmas gifts, but we can't share those here because people that I'm giving them to watch these videos, so no spoilers. No spoilers allowed. But the event was super, super fun. At one point we did actually have Santa come through. That was really fun. He kind of made a big and loud announcement, jingling the bells and everything, and he did a walk around all the booths. So he did stop by my booth and like talk to me and my nephew was just like gushing over him and so excited to talk to him. And then later he came back around and he told me that he really liked my possums and they're really cool. So Santa likes possums. That's a new one. But it was super fun. Super, super fun. That energy, I loved that energy. It was just like, you know the energy. If you go to cons and events like that, you could feel that energy. Everybody's just excited to be there with other people that like the stuff that they like. That's what the energy was. Okay, now that we talked about how the event went, let's get on to what I made. When I went to the event, I had 200 plushies with me. That's a lot of plushies. I ended up selling 63 of them. That's a lot to sell too. But I still had a whole bunch left, so I mean, it's okay. I still sold some. I sold a good amount for being a second year event again. let's go through what I sold. So I'd have to say that, again, the most popular item seems to be the baby octos. I sold 10 of them. Those baby octos are like flying off the shelves, and I think it's because of like my Octodad statue that says adopt my children. Everybody's like, I have to help him. He's a single dad just trying to make a living, you know? He just wants his kids to have better lives. So they adopt a child, which, amazing. He does good work. He pawns his children off onto loving homes. Also, I think they were great stocking stuffers because they're like only that big, so they work really well. Plus, they're only $5, so they do well. Along with the other $5 things, I ended up selling 3 of the finger puppets, 1 little frog. I made a tiny little frog, just one, and it sold. The girl was so happy to have it. She's like, I got the only tiny frog. And she's showing her friend. She's like, look, it's the only one. You can't have one like it. It's the only one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that child. The energy she was giving off was like beautiful. I sold 1 of the tiny whales. And then I sold 8 of the bees, like the little bees that are like, you know, that big. And 5 of the tacos. The tacos are pretty popular. People love looking at the tacos, love talking about the tacos. Everybody likes tacos. Let's see. I also sold, as far as like the $10 ones, I sold bow truckles. I had a couple of those still from Potter Fair. So I had those for it. They weren't as popular, like people didn't really know what they were from, which it's okay. I could save them for Potter Fair. That's fine. I sold 1. 1 is still, somebody found it and was like, a bow truckle, I must have it. I sold 1 narwhal. I sold 3 of the Pokeballs, 2 regular bees, 3 mushrooms, 1 regular sized frog, 1 spider, 1 of my cauldron cats that I still have left. I had 2, now I have 1 left. The orange one is still left. I don't know why nobody wants the orange one. It's adorable. The potted plants, I sold 1 of the cactus and 1 of the mandrakes. So those were pretty good. I really like the potted plants. I'm probably going to do more potted plants of some kind, like little potted plant characters. So that's soon to come. I sold 1 Baphomet, 1 Cthulhu, 2 of the possums, and then I did end up selling 3 of my customs that I had saved aside for somebody. I had 1 that was a possum mom with 3 babies, and technically my mom took it to them, and when she came to the event she gave me the money, but I count it as being part of the event because I was at the event when I received the money. Don't know if that counts, but it counts for me. Then I had 2 rats be picked up, so that was cool. And then I also had 13 characters. So as far as the characters go, I had a variety of them. You know, I had some Pokemon, some Disney, some... What other ones did I have? I had no superheroes. I was gonna do superheroes, but I didn't get around to it. Oh, I had Kirby. So Kirby sells like crazy. Everybody loves Kirby. Kirby's popular. Pikachu was popular. Sold both of him. Who else was it? Scrump. I sold Scrump. Oh, I had Perry. Perry the Platypus. Perry the Platypus, I should have made more of him because I sold all 3 within the first hour. And I was like, man, I should have made more Perrys. I didn't think they'd be that popular. Well, now I know. And I'm probably just going to keep a stock of Perrys. I don't know, maybe like 5 to 10. I don't know. Because I do other events that are kind of nerdy-ish. So hopefully they'll sell at those too. I'm sure they will. Everybody sees him and goes, Perry the Platypus! And they love him. So hopefully I'll sell him at that. So that totals to 63 plushies. that I sold. And in total, the grand total of what I made, $875. That's very good. That's really good. For an 8-hour event, I made like $100 an hour roughly. And since they had over 800 people come through, I think of it as, I got $1 from every person that came through. I think that's just a good way to think of it because it brings me joy. So it was definitely a good event. In conclusion, I would do this event again. I plan on doing it again. We're just in the process of waiting to see if they can find like a bigger venue for it, since it was just so popular and there's so many vendors wanting to join. And they had a survey go out, so I'm not sure if they're going to go by the survey. They're debating on doing it a different weekend, which would be good because the 2nd, man, everybody was doing it on December 2nd. Like, there were like 50 events going on, so I'm surprised that all these people came through. Probably because it was free for people to come in. But there was like a giant craft show going on nearby. There was like a bunch of other like holiday events a block away from my house. They had another event going on, and I'm just like, man, everybody's doing it this weekend. And it was insane. But I'm super excited about it. It was so fun. I definitely going next year. I'll have to keep you informed on when it'll be and what it'll all entail when it does happen, but we have a whole nother year to think about that. There's other events coming up soon-ish. I'm not sure on what other events I have going on, but I'll hopefully be posting more videos about what I'm working on this week or this month or past 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching me do this video, I guess. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Follow if you want to see like all the other events I'm going to or what I'm working on. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys. See you later.